Hello. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit about harmony and how you can harmonize very easily if you start to focus on hearing the chords in a song. I'm going to be actually teaching this class in vocal harmony, just kind of being able to sit around a room with a bunch of people and just let your voice go and just lean into the harmony and just trust that you're going to be fine. I'm going to be teaching that at Cozy Sheridan's Moab Folk Camp, so if you can join us, please do. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's about a week in the around Halloween, and it's in the beautiful desert of Utah. If you can't make it out to Moab, you could also catch me. I'm starting in September. I'm going to start something I call Third Thursday Music Lunch Hour, where I will just take a small topic and talk and give examples, play examples on music for a half an hour, and then the second half hour I will just open up to any questions that you might have about music. That's going to be the third Thursday of every month starting September 20th. So those are two ways you can catch me musically. And also I will be teaching talking music for Dramatists Guild Institute starting mid-September also. So anyway, lots of ways you can connect with me musically. This is a song you're going to recognize as soon as I start playing the chords. I just want you to notice something, a couple things. The chords move in a very predictable pattern, not necessarily predictable in terms of what the chords are, but predictable in terms of how often the harmony changes. And that's something that's really helpful when you're trying to sing along and harmonize. If the harmony changes in a regular kind of a pattern that's predictable in terms of the number of beats and the number of syllables and the number of words, then we can, or not the number of words, but sort of roughly the number of syllables, then we can kind of start to kind of predict, oh, the chord is about to change. So this is da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum, 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 da-da-dum. This is the chorus of this song. If you don't recognize it, ask a friend. Da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum. I'll give you a hint. The guy who wrote it, his first name was John. Da-da-dum, and his last name was the name of a city in the United States. Da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum. It's very beautiful. Da-da-da, and so simple. Dum, da-da-dum. Okay, so now, if we wanted to harmonize to this, our first job is to just listen. Anytime you want to sing and harmonize, your first task is to shut up and listen. So what I'm trying to do now as I listen to these chords is I want to be able to hear these are triads. We call them triads in music. Each chord consists of 3 pitches. So I want to try to isolate and hear in my ear what are those 3 pitches. So I'm going to sing them for you. Da, da, dum. 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 So slowly you could then, if you get up courage, and the thing is, another thing that's going to make me more comfortable if I'm new to harmonizing is if the person teaching the class, note to Rolando, if you're teaching the class, repeat the chorus many times. Give us a chance to make mistakes and do it better the next time, right? So, okay, so don't have to sing all the pitches of every chord, so you could just sing one pitch and you're fine. One pitch in the chord. Bum, 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 bum. Now, did you notice something interesting that just happened there? The first two chords, I sang la 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 la, and I went to the next chord, la, same pitch. Two different chords, same pitch. How does that work? New concept in music. It's called a common tone. When I've got two chords that share a pitch that's included in both chords, it's called a common tone. Common tones are our friends. You'll notice I found a common tone between the third and the fourth chord as well. Common tones are great because what they do for us is they make us feel less freaked out. What do I mean by that? Like if the chords have common tones, the whole world hasn't exploded. If the chords have no common tones, then we start to feel more like the world has exploded. And interestingly, just a side note, music that does a lot of that, like chords, I've got this chord, and then I go to this chord, and then I go to this chord. Oh, actually, that has common tone. But anyway, when I move, interestingly, what's happening there is there are chords that have no common tones, and so we're feeling like every time we move from one chord to another, we move from one world to another, and probably no accident that John Williams, when he scored Star Wars, used a lot of those kinds of transitions, where it's like we shift from one world to another world and another world, and it makes us feel like we're moving at the speed of light through the universe. Anyway, I have digressed completely off topic, but anyway, hopefully this has given you a little taste of what it might be like to hang out with me at a piano. So join me either online for the third Thursdays, a music lunch hour, which starts September 20th, or meet me in the desert of Utah for Halloween at Moab Folk Camp, or meet me online for talking music at the Dramatist Guild Institute. The deadline for the Dramatist Guild Institute is almost tomorrow, October 20th. Bye!